Okay, so tuloy-tuloy tayo ngayon, no? Tuloy-tuloy natin yung OS tutorial, no? Sa ito, CPU OS simulator. So, may nakita ko kasing vlog, nakita ko yung picture. Nanap ko lang. So, at least nakita natin to. Napuntahan ko. So, ito na yung program model number 2. At the end of this laboratory, you should be able to use direct addressing in direct addressing mode of accessing data in memory. Kasi ang nangyayari nga, yung computer, merong siyang RAM, may memory, tapos doon binabasa ng CPU yung niraran niya. Naka-logical lang, nakaayos lang yun. Sequence yun ng hexadecimal value. Pag napanood nyo yung mga previous video ko, makikita nyo doon. So, ngayon, basahin nyo yan. Sabi dyan, meron siyang ilalabas na program data memory view. So, ito yung data memory, yung logical address. Nakalagay lang dyan, niraran lang lahat yan. Hanggang doon, so maubos siya. No? So, ito, makikita nyo yun mamaya dahil ito yung picture pa lang. So, sabi niya, tingnan daw siya program data memory dahil may B07. Punta tayo sa lab exercise. Ayan. So, sabi dyan, locate the instruction that is store a byte in program. Kasi ang nangyayari dyan, may gusto kang ilagay na letter A, ganyan. Saan mo ilalagay yun? Saang location ng memory mo ilalagay? Ganun dito. Tulad dito, naglagay ng letter A, ayun, 41. 16 to 8, 6, ayan 0 to 7, tapos 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19. 16, 17, 18, 19. So, ito, 16 address. Ngayon, 16, 17, 18, 19. So, sa BB3, 20. 20 ba yun? 16, 17, 18, 19 sa BB3. Sa 19 niya nilagay. In-update niya yun. Pinag niya i-update. So, yun yung manual. No? So, ang gagawin naman natin kasi ngayon, yung audit laboratory ang gagawin natin. So, habang nagla-laboratory tayo, doon yun na maiintindihan. So, sabing ganun, locate the instruction that stores a byte in a program data memory. So, random access memory yun, ano? So, maghanap daw tayo ng code niya. So, ito yung mga code sa ilalim yan. Hanapin daw natin yung nag-i-store ng memory. So, ito yun, store byte. Ano ba yung byte? Yung mga karakter. Pinakita ko sa inyo sa ASCII. Yan, yung mga yan. Yung ASCII na yung karakter. No? Yan yung mga karakter. Ito yung data. Ito yung mga byte. No? Pag 65 sa decimal, 41 sa hexadecimal yan. Kasi 16 times 4, ganun, plus 1. 16 times 4 is 64, plus 1, 65, ganun yung kasi hex. Ararin nyo na lang din yung nandun sa tutorial ko, yung how to read binary orally, no? So, ngayon, so, ang mangyayari ngayon, sabi dito sa laboratory, hanapin daw natin yung command na mag-i-store ng data sa memory ng byte o di store byte. So, sabi nga nun, store byte from register to memory. So, STB. So, babalikan natin yung babalikan natin itong excuses. Pag inubo ko excuse, medyo nasisira kasi yung live ko eh, kaya nauulit eh. Restart yung PC eh. So ngayon, siguro mga pang-apat na live ko na to eh, napuputol eh. So ngayon, ayoko tinatamad naman ako mag-edit kaya so ang gagawin natin ngayon, ito sabi niya dyan, ilagay mo ang 665 sa memory address, sabi sa ang lugar sa memory sa 20, sabi ganun. So bibilang ka ng 20 sa memory, tapos ilagay mo raw dun yung 65. Yun yung tinatag na memory address. Bibilang ka ng 20, edi 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ayan, ganun. Dito mo ilalagay sa may B4 yung 65. Pero pagdating ng 41 yun, tapos magkakaroon ka ng letter A. No? So, yun yung direct memory direct addressing method tawag doon. So wala na yun doon sa taas. Ang sinabi niya lang itong indirect register saka register indirect addressing. So memory direct, ibig sabihin diretsahan na. Pag nilagay mo 65, 66, 67, 20, 21, 22, magkakaroon ka ng ABC. Ayun o, 65, 66, 67, malalabas doon sa memory address 41, 42, 43, tapos meron kang letter na ABC doon sa dito. Nung wala nang daldalan, i-demo natin, no? So punta na tayo doon. Sabi yung 65, 20. So, ang una mong gagawin, papangalanan mo yung program mo. CTES Marites. Marites 1, tapos ang base address niya is 100. Pwede mo man 00, bahala ka, ano? Pero maliit lang na may program. So, ngayon, ito yung pangalan ng program, so pwede ka na mag-add ng instruction. So, add tayo ng new instruction. Sabi natin store byte decimal 65 hexadecimal 41 letter A into source and destination. Remember this, there is source, destination, from left to right, okay? Remember that, left to right. Memory address 20. So yun yung syntax ng STB. Store byte value to the memory address. So click mo ngayon at meron ka ng command na ganon. Ngayon ito yung show program data memory, walang laman, empty, no? Sabi dyan from 0 to 255 256. Ayun, from FF. So pwede mo na itong palitan siguro. Pwede naman eh. Di ba, gusto mo lang hanggang ano lang siya, 1 to 10 o 1 to 100 1 to 103. Pwede mo lang itong palitan yung page mo eh. Pwede mo lang palitan niya ng ganun eh. 1. Pero wala yata, hindi yata pwede, no? 103, hindi. So built in yun, from 0 to FFF, no? So yan naman talaga ang nangyayari sa computer lang. Mapa 16, mapa 32, mapa 64-bit yan. 8-bit lang din ang pinaglalaroan yan. That rules cannot be broken, sabi mo. So ngayon, i-run natin program. Pag in-run natin yon, may lalabas dito sa sabi mo, ilagay mo sa, sabi mo dun sa command mo yan, ilagyan mo ng 20 dito sa area ng 20. 17, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Dito rin sa B4, lagyan mo daw ng 41. Na hexadecimal value dito, may lalabas dito ang letter A. Uwe. Tira natin. Ayun, run the program. Ayun, mandar na. Ayun, may 41 nga siya. Tapos yun yung A. Sabi mo, lagyan mo yung 20 ng decimal 65 eh. Di pwede mo namang i-copy yan. Ayan, hawakan doon yung control. Hold control, click to select to copy. So, hold control, select. Ayan yung select. Tapos paste. Hold the control, select, copy, then paste. So, pwede na. Hindi naman breakpoint yun eh. Tapos click na dyan, paste above, meron tatlo doon. So pwede mo nang i-edit yan, edit 65, yun mo itong 66 naman, 42. Tapos sa location ng memory, 21. Tapos itong isa, 67, no? 67, edit. Sa location, 22. So, maglalagay ka lang ng ABC. Bakit ng ABC? 65, 41 eh. 66, 67. O, titingnan mo ASCII table mo ngayon. Punta ka sa website na. Type mo lang naman dyan sa Google, ASCII table with hexadecimal value. Ganun. Yan o, 65, 66, 67. So, magkakaroon ka ng ABC daw. Data. So, i-run natin yan, reset the program. Itong memory, reset all. So, 0 lahat yan. No? So, pag in-run mo yan, run. So, naglagay na ng letter A sa memory. Wala na, in-run yan na yung tatlo eh. No? So, in-run yan na yung tatlo. 1, 2, 3. So, tapos na. So, meron ng ABC dito. A, B, C. So, 41, 42, 43. So, ganun lang kadali yun. Ganun lang kadali yung yung memory to memory. Sabi nga. No? So, delete. Tapos, na-select sila, deleted. Na-control pa yata itong keyboard ko. Ayan na. So, nakukuha nyo, no? So, yung ito, tinatawag nating byte or data. Ito natin mga data. Puro siya hexadecimal value. 40, 41, 42, 21, space, yan. No? Yan, yung mga extended character. Pag CA, C9, ayan, bubuhi. 1/2, 1/4, 171, 1/2. Pwede nyo itry yan. Pag nag-171 kayo, may AB doon. So, kayo na mag-explore sa sarili nyo. No? So, nakita nyo na yung nangyayari. So, yun yung tinatawag na store DB. So, tapos na tayo dito sa number 1, no? Yan ang tinatawag na memory direct addressing. Kumbaga, doon sa memory, pinupukol mo na agad yung data eh. no? STB tawag doon. So yun yung tinatawag na store. So ang syntax nun, source to destination. Ngayon dito naman sa number 2, sabi diyan, ilagay mo naman sa register. Magkaroon ka naman ng memory plus. Alam niyo yung calculator, meron yung memory plus eh. So yung memory plus na yun, ganun yung register, nilo-load niya doon. Lagay siya lang lagay doon. So, naglalagay lang siya ng value doon, tapos kinukuha niya, tapos kinukompute niya. Para siyang stock, no? Pero so ganun nangyayari. Ngayon ang gagawin daw natin yung 51 naman, ilalagay natin sa register R04. Ngayon iimbestiga natin 51. So ang 51 ay sa ating data ay 33 ang lalabas na hex, decimal hex. Okay, decimal, hex, and the character 3. So, yun ang lalabas mamaya, 33 din, 3. Kaya lang, ang sabi dyan, ilagay mo muna sa sorry, excuse. Ilagay muna sa R04. Tensya na kayo. Sira. Kanyang maga pa ako nagre-record eh. Nasisira. Sana ito masira. Move 51 R04. So, source to destination. So, sabi doon, lagay mo, mag-new instruction ka ngayon, move 51 to register R04. So, click mo yung instruction. So, okay na. Pag dinouble click mo yan, itong R04, ito, yung register natin, magkakaroon niya ng 51. Nakuha nyo. So, pag niran mo yan, magkakaroon niya ng 51 yung R04, no? Double click o run. Ayan. So ayun na, yung R04 meron ng 51. So kung ayaw mo nag-error, lagyan mo ng halt sa ilalim yan, yung marami ka, no? Mag-add nyo kang ganun, tapos control lagyan mo ng halt. Yun. Yan ang gagawin mo. Pag binyo mo yung memory mo, meron ka na ngayong ABC yung kanina, no? So i-reset lang natin yan muna. So ang laman lang dapat yan yung 41 ito. Ngayon ito nasa register to, wala pa doon sa memory, no? So, mangyayari dyan, mag-i-insert above ka ng code. Ang gagawin mo, i-store mo daw. Ang sabi doon, sabi dito, use the store instruction to store the content of R04 in 21. So, meaning, ang gagawin mo ngayon, yung laman na ni R04 na 51, dito mo siya ilalagay sa move. Data transfer nga ito lahat eh. Move R04 kasi kukuhanin mo na yung value niya eh. Ang hawak niya 51 eh. So move 51, sabing ganun, into 21. So move R04, yung value niya, to memory location 21. So kasunod nun. So move value register R04 ay sorry, STB na, STB hindi na move, STB na, STB value R04 to value 21. Ayan, STB na yung command. Mag-i-store na tayo eh. Kanina nag-move lang siya, ngayon mag-i-store. Okay, select insert instruction close. Okay, so ngayon pagka iniran mo to, double click mo yan, so dito yung program memory so wala pang laman, no? So i-run natin siya, isa-isay natin. So reset the program, start tayo doon, step yan, isa-isa lang. So maglalagay yan ng 41 doon, may 20 60, yung ilalagay niya yung 65 16 times 4 64 plus 1 65, kaya 41, no? 41 is 65, 4 times 16 64 plus 1, ganun yan. So may yun nga sa hexadecimal table, yan. O ngayon pag iniran na natin ito, yung R04 dito, ayan, walang laman, lalagyan niya ngayon ng laman yan. So next step, so iniload niya sa register yan, temporary storage area yan sa memory 51. Ngayon store bytes 51 to 21. So yun yung tinatawag na indirect. Kaya pagka in-step mo ulit yan, pag tinignan mo to, may katabi na. Ayan, no? Andun na yung 3. The A3. So itong 33, yan ang tinatawag na 51. 3 times 16, 50 plus 1. Ganun yun. 3 times 16 plus 3. Ayan, yun yung 51 eh. Nakita ko naman na sa inyo, no? Decimal through hex. So all of this is decimal. Once you store in memory, it will become hex, a decimal value, and you can see. So we have 65 and 51. So if you want to see the 65 and 51, you have to see the 65 with 41. See? Oh, 51 is 33 hex. That's why you see 41 and 33, which is A and 3. Okay? Okay. So now, that is what we call register direct addressing method. So lumalabas, sa halip na diretso ng memory to memory, hindi memory, bytes to memory, sorry, pinadaan mo muna sa register. Sorry So pinadaan mo sa register, tapos saka mo ipinukol yung laman ng register doon sa location memory address 21. So pinadaan mo muna rito, no? Hinawakan muna ni R04 yung 51. Okay. So gano'n sa programming. Hindi kasi pwede yung yung sa data transfer ng memory to memory, hindi pwede kasi data yun eh. Puro gagamit ng register yun eh. So ngayon, so alam niyo na yung register, ano? Yung mga temporary storage area ng CPU, matulin niya. Tapos na tayo sa 2. Ngayon dito sa 3, move number 22 into register R04. So ang gagawin naman ngayon, gagawin mo tong R04 memory address. Naku mo, babalik ta rin mo naman ngayon. Ilo-load mo yung 22. Ito kasi 21 na to eh. Ito namang R04, lalagyan natin ng 22. So mangyayari dyan, move 22 to R04. So gagawin natin this information to indirectly store number 59 in program data memory. Okay, so mababaliktad, no? And you will need to use the at prefix for this, sabi nga nun. So see the list of instruction in appendix. This uses register addressing, indirect addressing method. So ngayon muna natin, ilagay natin itong memory address 22 itong kay R04. Okay, lagay muna natin move 22 R04. Okay, so insert above, data transfer, move. So ang gagawin natin, i-move natin yung 22. Move natin daw yung 22 na yun R04. Insert instruction tayo, close, ayun na. So ngayon, ibig sabihin move 22 to R04, so nadidetect mo ngayon na meron kang 22 R04. So ito 51 R04, pero naman yung R04, no? Ngayon ang gagawin mo, pag in-STB mo yan, magka STB natin ngayon. So add new, hindi add new insert on top tayo, insert above. So move 22 R04, so sabi yung daw 59, ilagay natin doon sa R04. So mangyayari na dyan, STB, mag-store na tayo eh. Pag nag-STB ka, no, nilagay mo yung value ng 59. Ano ba yung 59? So yung 59 dito ay 54, 55, 59. Ayun, semicolon 3B, 3A, 3B. Okay, so mangyayari ngayon dyan, mangyayari ngayon dito, ilagay mo yung 59, sabi nga no, to R04. So mangyayari ngayon dyan, magkakaroon yan ng at, ibig sabihin guide yun na yun ay memory address, ano? Kaya pag in-insert natin, magkakaroon niya ng at symbol. So hindi sinasabi na i-type mo yung at symbol, use at, sabi, no? So ibig sabihin, nung ito ay memory address, ibig sabihin 22 memory address. At doon sa 50, yung 50 na ilalagay mo sa memory address ng R04 dito sa value na to. So na-detect yun nung na-detect yun ng CPU na to. Kaya nagkaroon siya ng at. So, pag may at na ganyan, ang ibig sabihin yan ay hindi mo lang pwedeng i-type yung at dito sa ano eh. No? Hindi naman pwedeng mag-at dyan habang ini-edit mo. Maglalagay ka ba ng at dyan? Lagay mo ng at yan. Di nag-error yan. Ganun, lalagay mo ng at. Mali. Nag-error yan, no? So, yung sinasabi na hint doon na may lalabas. So, ayan na. Itong R04, hinawakan niya yung memory address. Kanina, mga value hinahawakan niya eh. Pero pag nag-STB ka ng 5022, ito baliktad ah. Iba yan, iba yan. Ibig sabihin, ito kanina, direct memory address. Yung 51, nilagay mo sa register. Tapos yung register, yung nilagay sa 21. Okay lang yun. Eh ngayon, nabaliktad. Ito yung memory address 22. R04. Ilagay mo yung character 59 doon sa address na 22. Ganun ibig sabihin yan. So, mangyayari, magkakaroon to ng semicolon na katabi doon. Ha? Magkakaroon semicolon dito, yung 59 yung pag iniran mo yan, ano ba yung 59? 3B. Okay. So, ang lalabas dito, 3B, tapos may semicolon doon. Okay? So, run natin. Load memory to register. Ayun. So, ginawa mo na, niload mo yung memory to register. At yung R04 mo, address ng memory. Ilagay mo ang 59 doon sa memory address R304. Ayun. Successful. May lobas na 3B, o yun o. Tapos merong semicolon. Nakukuha nyo na. So, yun yung sinabi. Yun yung sinabi doon sa dito sa instruction na to dyan. It's number 3. Sabi na, you will need to use the at prefix for this. Kahirap hanapin niya kung hindi mo alam na magaganon yan, baka i-type mo lang, i-type yung asterisk, no? So ngayon, ito, locate. Sabi naman dito, locate instruction. That load the bytes program data memory into register. Number 4. Locate the instruction that loads a byte from program data memory into a register. So, baliktad naman. Use this to load the number in memory address 22 into register 10. At load naman, hindi naman tayo storing. So, ang gagawin mong command ngayon ay LDB naman. Yan, ito namang LDB, yan. Load naman. So, kanina, writing. Puro tayo writing, no? I-write lang tayo ng write. Ngayon, gagawin naman natin, loading naman. Yung laman nung memory address 22, ilalagay natin sa R10. So, ang gagawin natin command, LDB 22 R10. No? So, insert above na naman tayo. Pwede naman add nyo eh. Kaya lang, insert above kasi nilagyan ko na ng halt eh. Pwede mo naman i-delete yan. No? kung ayaw mo nag-i-insert above. So ang sabi doon, low LDB na tayo, no? Load na, no? So load naman kanina STB, LDB naman tayo. Load 22 to R10, sabing ganon. So insert natin instruction. So ang gagawin naman nito, pupunta yan dito sa memory. Hahanapin mo ngayon yung 22, no? So mangyayari 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So itong 3B ay 59. So mangyayari yung R10 na to, ito magkakaroon to ng value 59 yan. Tama ba? Tama, kasi ano bang, ito yung 59 natin kanina eh. Oo. O di ba? Eh ito yung 50, ito yung 65, 51, 59. Okay, magiging 59 yung R10. Okay, i-run natin. Double click. Pwede namang step. Ayan, i-run na. So, makikita mo yung R10 mo ngayon, 59. O, di ba? So, naaral nyo na yung storing data sa memory address, then getting the store again. So, natututunan nyo na yung sinasabi na indirect. So, ito yung tinatawag na direct memory. Use memory, direct memory addressing method, no? 65, 66, 67, 68, 21, 22, 23. Yan, STB yan, STB. Ngayon, pag sinabi mo direct register, diretso sa register, hindi doon sa memory. Diretso muna sa register yung value, tapos saka mo lang i-store dun sa 21. Store R04 to memory 21. Kumbaga, hinawakan muna ni register yung 51. Ngayon, dito naman, sa halip na yung data, ang ilagay mo, dito naman, yung in-assign mo na may memory address. No? In-assign mo naman yung memory address dyan, doon sa register, para yun ang malagyan mo ng 59. So, parang pabaliktad. Isang indirect. Ngayon, dito naman, kukuhanin mo na yung data. O ngayon, sabi naman dito, write daw tayo ng loop in which write a loop in which 10 numbers from 41 to 50 are written in program data memory starting from memory address 24. So ang gagawin mo diyan, use register indirect addressing where register R04 indirectly represent memory address to write an incremented address increasing memory location. So meaning magagawa ka ng hahawak dun sa 41 to 50, no? So saka yung value na kukuhanin natin 65, 66, gawin natin, paglaruan natin itong ABCD, ito from 41, igawin naman natin itong 65, 66, 67, 68, gawin natin ABCDFG, tapos from 40 to 40 hexadecimal, no? So i-delete ko muna tong half. So unawain natin yung sinabi. Ang sabi, maggawa daw tayo ng 10 write a loop in which 10 numbers, no? 10 number daw. So 41 to 50. Yung 41 to 50 ang susulat dun sa program data memory. So ibig sabihin 41 to 50 A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, ganun, no? 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 hanggang J, 50, 51, no? So ngayon, ang sabi, ano sabi? Pagkagawin na ng looping, tapos starting from memory address 24. So ibig sabihin kanina, ito na yung memory natin. Start daw sa 24 dito, mag-start. Dito lalabas yung number, tapos meron ditong A, B, C, D, E, F, G, ganun, no? So so ang gagawin mo, mag-iisip ka. Ano? Isip. So ang gagawin muna natin, siyempre mag-assign tayo ng hahawak ng 40, yung 40. So ang gawin natin, mag-add tayo ng instruction. Gawin natin ni move. I-move muna natin itong si 40. Ano tayo ng 40 na value, ilagay natin kay R11. Ano? R11, hawakan mo nga itong 40. Ganyan. Dahil ginanon mo na siya, dahil na. Ngayon, siyempre, kailangan meron ka rin hawak nung noong 65. Diba? Mag-start ka rin sa 65 eh. O, di ang gagawin mo ngayon eh, mag-move 65 ka naman. Pahawakan mo naman kay R12. Boy, R12, hawakan mo nga itong 65. O, di mangyayari kung ito ay A or B. A is equal to 40, B is equal to 65. Parang ganon. Ano? 40 is so si R11 hinawakan na yung 40. Ano? Ngayon, itong 40 na to, si R11, i-move natin yan yung value ni R11 dito kay R12. Di ba? Oo, kasi 40 ta 65 eh. So, move R11, move 40 to R04. Ganun gagawin natin. Ano? Ayun o. So, ang gagawin natin, mag-new tayo ulit. New instruction. Hindi ba si R04 yan doon? Yung bilang niya 22. Di ba? (23), 22, move 40 to R11, 65 to R12. Ngayon, itong move 40 to R04. Ayan, ganun. Lalagay natin dyan. Move natin si 40. Hindi. Kasi 40, R11 eh. R11, hawakan mo si 40. R12, hawakan mo si 65. So, R11, 40. I-move kita ngayon kay R04. So, move R11. Ito. Move R11. Ayan. to R04. Okay. Yan. So, ayun ang nangyari. Itong 40, mapupunta kayong kay R04. No? Jadi, 40 to R04. Okay na. Ngayon, ang gagawin natin ngayon, nailipat mo na yung value, i-store na natin siya ngayon. I-store natin siya ngayon sa store natin kay R12 yung itong R04, no? Ang gagawin natin i-store natin si R12. May laman na siya. I-store R12. Yan. I-store R12 to R04. Yung kakaroon ngayon ng at yan, no? Kakaroon ng at symbol yan. Ayan, no? Kasi nangyari, hinawakan ni R12 yung memory address. Itong si R12 magiging memory address ni R04. Kasi tama. Nakukuha nyo, ha? I-review nyo na lang. Kasi start ka sa 40, R11. Start ka ng 65, si R12. Ngayon, 40 so R04. Ilalagay nga natin, mag-start daw tayo ron. Tapos itong si R12 65. Ito yung memory address. Ilagay naman natin kay R04. Ngayon, pag pinag-loop mo ngayon yan, dapat mag-a-add ka ngayon ng isa. Dito kay R11 magiging 41 yan. Siyempre logical yan, eh. So dapat may mathematics yan. Gagawin mo ngayon add 1 to R11. So magiging 41 na yun. Hindi, add 1 to R11. So di nag-plus tayo na isa kay R11, 41. Ngayon, ito 65. Kailangan mag-add ka din dyan para maging 66. O, adi, gagawin mo ngayon, mag-add ka ngayon ng isa rin kay R12 para maging counter nya, no? O, adi, yun na. Pagdating dito, dadagdagan nyo yung 41, dadagdagan nyo yung 66, 41, 66, 42, 43, 44, 45 habang naglulo. Ngayon, sabi doon hanggang 50. So, siyempre, kumpara natin kung 50 na yung number ni R11 para mag 40 to 50, eh. I-compare natin. Ano? Kay R11. I-add natin. So, ikukumpara niya, 50 na ba yun? Hindi pa, yung counter. Ngayon, patatalunin natin dito sa 49. Dito yan. Patatalunin natin dito. If hindi pa equal, maglagay ka ulit. Mag-add ka ulit. Check. Ganon. So, ang gagawin natin dito, matapos siyang i-compare, punta tayo sa logical na, ay sa control transfer na jump if not equal this one. this comparison is not equal. If it's not equal, please go back to 49. Pabalikin mo dito. Go back to 49. Yan. Tapos, lagyan natin ng hard to system. Yan. Tapos close. Yan. No? So, sandali may nagtitik sa akin. So, iraran na natin yung ating program. No? So, ito na yung program data natin. So, andito na yung semicolon. So, hanggang dito yung semicolon dito. No? Ngayon, mag-start tayo dito. Na-load na rin yung 22 sa R10. So, ayun na. So, let's start here. No? So, let's try to run the program. Step. So, what happened is 65 to R12. Move 40 to R11. So, as you can see, our R11 is holding the value 40. Then, next, R12 becomes 65. This one here. Step. So R12 is 65. Then store byte. R12. It's not storing, assigning first. R12 is become the memory location. Okay? So what is the value of R12? Is 65. Make that as memory location. Assign to R04. Okay? Then step. So it is holding now the value of R12 into R04. So we command it to store put into memory address the content of R04. Okay? Just indirect, right? Then store bytes. So you know already the value of R12, 65. Then R04. Then step. Okay? Then after that, it will add one to R11 here, 41. This one is add 66. Then compare. Then let's see. Step, 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 step. If not, return. Okay? So what happened now? As you can see, start our data let A here. So after that become 2 B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay? So let's see if the program is correct. We are going to run it. And you can trace it one by one until it will reach the 50. Become equal, it will help the system. So it will loop 10 times according to the instruction. Okay, then it will end, halt the system, stop after reaching the 50. Okay, the end. Okay, so meaning if you see the program data memory, you will see an A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J. See? because that's how you do it. Okay, you know what I mean, right? Because it happened like this: STB 59R04, then it happened that the STB is holding the R12. Okay, so review that. Okay, so we are successful on the other, so now from here, in 6, it is stated that can you manually initialize the part of the program data memory starting from address 40 with string CPU instruction rule. CPU instructions rule, section D above on how to do this. Manually initialize daw part of the program data memory. So, i-hack mo yung memory. No, i-edit mo. Ngayon, kailangan namang i-edit mo one by one yan. So sa madalit sabi, CPU instructions rule in 40. So, meaning here, as you can see, there's integer here, there's value. So, start at 40 here. So, we can overwrite that. So, let's say address 40. We didn't want it to type here one by one. Okay, so I will reset all of this, reset all to make it clear for you. Let's clean that, and it says here in 40 here. Okay, click 40. So this one become 40, and string here, and we are going to type here the instruction CPU instructions rule. So we can type here CPU instructions rule, right? Instead of doing it one by one here, get the hexadecimal value, date. See, now our memory now has a value CPU instructions rule. Okay, then close. Now what happened is, sabi dito, alam niyo naman, i-review niyo yung kanina. So, ang sabi dito, see section D above on how to do this. Yun daw, yung may program memory. Ang sabi dyan, write a loop in which this string copied to another part of the program data memory starting from address 64. Gumawa ka daw ng code na program na kukopyahin mo naman daw yung value nito, tapos ilalagay mo rin sa 64, no? Mag-start ka rin sa 64. Yari. So, how to do that? So, let's think of how we are going to do that. So, 64, 65, 64. So, add the 64. Okay, so first we are going to think of holding a counter, so let's make a counter from let's make the counter R15 here. Okay, because we can play all of this, so move. So let's add another instruction. So let's try to move a counter 64 or 64. We can type 65. Counter 64 actually. So let's try 64 here, because that is, we are holding the value. Our counter are 315. So I make the I initialize the R15 to hold the value 64. Okay. Now next we are going to move the value 40 into R13. Okay, so meaning it hold the 64, then the R15. Then what we are going to do, let's add number 1 here, number 1 here. So let's add 1 to R13. Let's add 1 to R13. Okay, and so we're going to add 1 to R13. So the 40 become 41, and 64 becomes 65. We're going to add 1 to R15, right? So am I recording? Yeah, correct. It's okay, recording. Otherwise talking again. Now after this we are going to do the indirect. So we are going to load, not storing, because we are copying. So we are going to load the value of R13 into R14. Okay, because we are loading the data now. So let's load from memory address R13 to R14. Okay, R13 to R14. So there is a at symbol created on at 13 because of the move. Okay, there is an at here. Now after loading, we are going to store it back. So we are going to use the STB R14 into R15. Okay, so we're going to STB store bytes R14 at R15. Okay. Okay, so like that, you know. So because of this at, you know already this at assigning the memory address. So indirect. So after storing the bytes, we are going to compare the R15 into 85. We are going to count. We're going to count the character. So let's make it as we count the character, how many character it's stated on the we're going to count how many characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's make that one 85. Start from 64, 65, 67, 68, 69, 70. Okay. You know what I mean? 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 85. Okay? So meaning, we are going to compare to 84. We're going to compare to 84. Compare 84, the last counter, into our counter are 15. Because here, we are going to add 65, 67, 68, 69, 70. So when it reaches the 84, the counting character of the length of the character, compare this R15 with 84, because we are going to start on 84. Okay. Compare 85 to R15. Then if not equal, we are going to jump here 94 to keep adding 1. Then keep loading, getting and putting to another area. Okay, loading and copying, loading and copying. So this is the command in loading and copying. Okay. So load, store, load, store, load, store to another location, and this one is changing, so it will copy to another location. So the logical control transfer jump is not equal to 84. Jump to 94 if the condition, if this condition is not equal, is not not equal to this one, because this one is keep counting, you know, keep adding 64, 65, 67, 68. So until it will reach it become equal. Jump not equal, we are going to jump in 94. Okay, so repeat this instruction, adding 1 to move 1, add 1 to get 1, then add 1 to memory address, then load, store, then compare, then loop 94, and then the new instruction, we are going to halt the system. Okay, so now from here we can step here. Okay, and here step, okay, and here can run CPU runtime hard. Okay, so every data. Okay, so now we are going to double click here. Okay, then this one is halt already, halt the system, so reset the program, and here double click, step, okay. So as you can see, we have the instruction. So from here, okay, let's run that one. we can delete this. We can delete this. Okay, so but don't worry. Let's reset the program and but we have to. Okay, let's see what happens if this one will overwrite. Then we just update it from here. So let's run the program. Okay, so it's running. So it's putting data here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, as you can see. It's putting A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J here on this area. Okay. Okay, A, B, C, D, F, G, then become I, H, and then this one become I. So it's running. Then close the system. Then in 40, so let's reset all. So in 40 we're going to update this one, then take a step on the system, then here step, out. We can create another program, but it's okay. We try to delete all this because it's not our command already. So let's delete this one. Okay, let's delete our okay, so this one can put now delete. So let's click here, delete. We cannot delete all. This one is breakpoint. Okay, so let's delete the one first. Delete, because so delete. Okay, I will delete for you first. Okay, so after that we are going to change the jump not equal to 12 now, not 80, not 94. Okay, jump not equal to 12. Then after that you have the system. Okay, so from here, holding the value 65, the other thing holding the value 40, then adding 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Then after loading, so this is it. Loading the value of R13 into R14, and this R14 is stored to another location. Okay, store to another location. Jump into 12, then hard. Okay. Okay, so let's try to see. Okay, so let's try to reset all. Okay, then let's try to reset all this variable here, and we're going to view our program data memory with the 40. Okay, and we're going to copy this from here. There should be copy on that area. Okay, so let's run it one by one. Step. Okay, reset the program. Okay, step, and this one 65. Then R13 is 40. Actually, all of this you can use. So step again, then add one, so the R13 become 41. Okay, let's see and run the program. Then what will happen? Study the LDB and the SCB and the at symbol, because you are getting data from the memory and assign them store to another location. Okay, so as you can see here, it's copying now. See, copying the data one by one. See? See? So it's up to you to count how many letters from here until there. Then that is the number of looping here in comparison. Okay, so I forgot the comparison, so it will continuously running. Okay, there is CMP, right? So there should be a compare here, so you have to insert above here. There should be compare the number of characters from 65 to 85. So that is your end counter. That is the ending counter. Compare 85 to R15. Then you 64 to 84. 60 to 85. So this 85 is the number you want to stop. 65, 66, 67. So how many character is how many character is in your memory? Okay, compare 85 now to your counter R15. So insert instruction. So you are comparing now this 85, 66, because it's adding 1 here. So 66, 67, 68, 69. Okay, so this one you can edit this. You can view here and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's up to you. Okay, so that's why we copy CPU instruction rule. So that's how it works. Okay, so you practice it. What's going on here, what's going on here, LDB, STB. LDB is loading, so you are getting a value. After getting the value, you need to store to a memory location, and this location is keep adding 1, so it's moving. Okay, so that's how it works. Because you see in your program data memory, you can reset all. Okay, reset all, then you go to 40. Okay, then you type this one, update. Okay, once you update, CPU instruction here, so start on 64, 65. So we start in 65. So how many character? 65. No, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 85. So this is the 85. Okay, so it, because keep adding 1 to your counter, so then start to 40. So starting here in 40, you are getting data in 40. Okay, so after getting data in 40, you have to load into memory, then store it back to another location. That's what's going on here. Okay, after loading to R13, so we assign R14 to load this value into R14, then this R14 to okay. So that's how it works. Then we try to view it and run the program. Stop, reset the program, review your memory, and then reset the program, then run. So start from above. So then your program data memory. Now it's copying now CPU instruction. Then NS. So you can adjust. Start this one in. You can start here also. Just deduct. So see, it's copying now the value. Instruction. Load. Load data. Load byte, store byte, load bytes. Load bytes. This is the memory location, and store to R14. Then the R14 will transfer to the memory location 14. Okay, so that's the end of our tutorial. Then on my next video, I'm going to continue this instruction calling subroutine and passing parameters. So you can try, so explore it. So thank you very much for watching. See you again on my next video. I hope you enjoy it.